Hello friends, this is Moonday, and in today's video we're going to find out why have you incarnated on Earth at this time. So I thought it's going to be a fun little reading. I'm saying little because I've only got 2 decks of cards that I'm using today, but we'll see. It might be quite in depth, we'll see. So yeah, first things first, thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much to all my returning subscribers and all of you guys who are on this channel for the first time. Please consider subscribing because I post videos like that every Friday. And once again, yeah, thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed. You guys are just amazing, and you always make my day. So thank you so much. You have no idea how grateful I am for every single one of you. So a few things before I start. The first thing is, this is a general reading. I say that in every video, but I will keep on saying that just in case. So not everything is going to resonate with you, so take whatever does resonate with you and simply leave the rest. The second thing is that I am an intuitive reader, so that means I don't just stick to the meanings of the card from the book. So if I'm getting a message from a spirit, then this is what I'm going to tell you. The next thing is that if you are not a fan of this kind of videos, you can click off of this video anytime you want, no harsh feelings, and you can find a content on YouTube or somewhere else that you will definitely enjoy a little bit more. So yeah, let me quickly tell you how does this kind of reading work, just in case if you don't know. So we've got 3 groups of cards. Group number 1 with the Smoky Quartz, group number 2 with the Red Carnelian, and group number 3 with the Snowflake Obsidian, and you intuitively choose one group of cards. You can pause this video right now, you can meditate on your choice, you can use a pendulum, you can do whatever you want that makes your intuition fly high, and just pick one group of cards, and the timestamps are going to be in the description box down below. So before I start, just a quick reminder, if you guys would like to support this channel, you can always buy me a coffee, you can support me on my Patreon, or you can just simply donate through PayPal, and again all the links for that are going to be in the description box down below. So now, without any further ado, let's just jump into the video. Hello group number 1, I hope you're doing well. So in today's reading we're going to find out why have you incarnated on Earth at this time. So we're going to get some messages for you guys. Obviously, once again, this is a general reading, so not all the messages are going to apply to you, so take whatever does resonate and just leave what doesn't. Alright, so we've got Mau, Mother Earth. You are called upon to help with I can't speak today. Environmentalism. Okay, so we've got a very strong message. The first card with a strong message. Sarasvati with the arts. Express yourself through creative activities. Okay, we've got Yemania. Golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. And as for the tarot cards, we've got the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, we've got the Knight of Wands, and we've got the Hierophant. Okay guys, first 2 messages that are very obvious from the very start. For some of you, your incarnation this time is speaking about taking care of Mother Earth, taking care of the environment. Especially right now, we're living in a times where things like that are very important, and things like that are being highlighted. You know, there is a lot of different people who start talking louder and louder about our environment, about Mother Earth, about what is going on with the Earth right now, how we as humanity are destroying the Earth every day. So for some of you, you will be the one also who is going to have a very, very important voice when it comes to the matters of our environment and ecology. But if you're not going to be, you know, big when it comes to this kind of things, don't worry, you can still help Earth like on everyday basis, you know, just don't throw things, I don't know, like everywhere where you go, you know, just don't litter, you know, don't put your trash everywhere. No, you know, you can what is it called, I forgot the word. You can, oh my gosh, you can basically like separate, you know, your trash. If in your town or your country you do that, you separate, let's say, plastic from the rest, you know, you can still do that. You can just, you know, take care of the environment as much as you can in your own way, whether it's small or whether it's big. You know, nobody says that you need to be you know, someone who is going to speak to the politicians about it. I'm not saying it's impossible, but, you know, you don't have to do that to help the Earth. You know, maybe just try to highlight some issues in your community. Maybe speak to your family, to your friends about segregating, you know, like your trash and stuff like that, or how it does it really impact the environment. So, you know, basically this is definitely one of the reasons why you have incarnated on Earth at this time. The second major reason is because of the arts. Express yourself through creative activities. So number one, it could be linked to the previous card, because, you know, there are some artists who can create amazing art from trash, basically. You know, there are people who are showing how to even like design clothes from recycled materials. So if you are as artsy as that, you know, you can always do that. You can do something like that. You can create an art from this kind of items, but if not, it doesn't have to be obviously linked to this, you know. But the universe is saying that you do definitely have some kind of very artistic talent. It can be painting, it can be designing, it can be music, it can be basically anything. It can be even like well, I don't know, it could be hairdressing, it could be anything, because anything like that can be art. And you're definitely someone who is very creative, and the universe is calling for you to express that in this incarnation. That is very important for you to express yourself through art, through music, like I was saying, through, I don't know, beauty, through anything. Because, you know, the fact that you have, like, the universe is saying, oh, express yourself through art, doesn't mean, you know, oh, you have to take painting lessons all of a sudden. And, you know, it could be even through makeup. It could be anything that you feel like it helps to express yourself better. The next thing we've got also, this is the golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. So I do have a feeling that this incarnation for a lot of you is very, very important. In this incarnation, I'm getting that you can once again work with the environment, especially with this card. When we see the ocean, when we see fish, when we see the sea, when we see a lot of water. So for some of you, the work with the environment is going to include the oceans, is going to include the water. It's going to include fish, maybe coral reef, depending on where do you live. But it is a very, very important opportunity, and some doors will definitely open for you once you realize what your what the reason for you to incarnate on Earth at this time is. So we've got this. What else do we have? Because now I'm gonna go through the tarot cards. So I'm definitely getting that the next thing for you is that to make sure you are kind of in touch with the reason for why would you incarnate on Earth is this time is you need to be on the move, you need to be traveling, you need to be going through different countries. I'm getting that it is very much linked with your job, with your work, with your passion. You know, if you are going to be going into this environmentalist kind of path and activities linked to it, you're definitely going to be on the move. You're definitely going to be traveling, you know, to tell people more about it and to teach people more about it. Why? Because once again, this is going to be linked to your job. However, this is not going to be something that is going to bring you riches, like it or not, you know, but this is not going to be something that's going to bring you riches, and it's not going to be something that is going to bring you a lot of material abundance. You know, it's going to bring you more joy to your own soul, because you know you'll be fulfilling your higher soul's purpose. You know, this is going to bring you joy because you will be doing something that you're very passionate about. So it is not about the money. If you want to go in this direction, any of these ones, you know, you need to remember you're not going into this because of money. You're going into this because of your inner passion. But also it is interesting that we've got the Hierophant here. So I'm getting two messages from the Hierophant. The one is that you know, you are still going to be linked to more of the traditional values in your teaching, because the Hierophant is very often also someone who is not always a religious figure, but more of the oh my gosh, what is wrong with me today? I can't think of words that I want to use. But he's someone who's got this kind of knowledge, you know, he's someone who's got spiritual teacher, that's the word I've been looking for, that's the term that I've been looking for. He's more of the spiritual teacher. So also this is going to be a very spiritual matter for you, and it's going definitely to help you go towards your own enlightenment in life. So you will be playing a very, very important role in this incarnation in your life. Like I was saying, you don't have to be, you know, someone who is going to be meeting with politicians to feel important. You can't be, like I was saying, just telling your closest friends and family about it, and you will still feel like you're teaching them something that is very important for your incarnation on Earth at this time. So this is all I've got for you, group number one. I hope you did enjoy the small little reading, like I was saying from the beginning. If you did like this video, please don't forget to leave me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, leave me a comment. I love reading your comments, guys. Tell me how it did resonate with you. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Hello group number 2, I hope you're doing well. So in today's reading, let me remind you, we're going to find out why have you incarnated on Earth at this time. And this is a small little reading, and I'm saying that because there is just 2 decks of cards I'm using today. Obviously it might be a little bit more in depth, but we'll see. And once again, let me remind you, this is general, so some messages will resonate with you, some of them will not resonate with you, so take whatever does and simply just ignore the rest. Okay, so we've got Kali, endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. It's very interesting. We've got Bridget, don't back down, stand up for what you believe is right. Okay, and we've got Irene, peace. There is no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. That's very interesting. We've also got the 5 of Swords. We've got the 2 of Wands, and we've got the Judgment in reverse. Okay, there's a very interesting picture I'm getting for your reading, guys. So what I'm getting for you, group number 2, is that in either your previous incarnation or some of the previous incarnations, there is a lot of negative karma you had to deal with and you had to go through. But I feel like this incarnation right now is the last one that you are dealing with when it comes to all the negative stuff that you have been paying for. Especially, sorry, because I'm really like with this Judgment in reverse. To me, this is with all the goddesses cards we've got here, to me it paints a very clear picture, but I don't want to be too chaotic because I've got so many things I want to talk to you guys about. So like I was saying, this is definitely the last incarnation for you to go through difficult things. So if you are in a difficult situation right now, or you have been going through some difficulties in your life, don't worry, because you were just dealing with some negative karma from your past lives that you had to go through in order to get this new beginning, because the old must be released so that the new can enter. You are right now releasing the old stuff. You're right now releasing this old and negative accumulated karma that had happened to you before. If you're a fan of like guided hypnosis sessions or something like that, you can always try to find something like Journey to Your Past Lives or something like that. Just keep in mind it could be difficult for you and could be sometimes very negative as well, so just be prepared for that. And maybe this will help you to shed a little bit of light on what has happened in that previous life or previous lives that is affecting your current incarnation right now. But I'm getting also that what happened in that previous life or lives is that you are not standing up for yourself and you are not standing up for your beliefs, and this was somehow linked to accumulation of the negative karma. So in this incarnation right now, you need to stand up for what you believe is right. Don't back down. So I'm getting something like protection. It could be something very little, you know, something like protecting someone from a bully, which might seem insignificant to you, but it's very important. or just when you're just talking with someone and they're telling you the things that you internally really disagree with, but you would nod your head anyways. This time you should not agree with whatever people tell you is right, you know, just whatever you feel is right is the most important thing. I'm not telling you, oh yeah, start arguing with people because you have different beliefs, or you believe different things are right. No, but just don't let people walk over you. So if you have a cause in your life that you feel is very important for you, don't back down. Stand up for it. For example, if you want to be, because you're not, for let's say for some reason, you know, you want to be vegetarian or you want to be vegan because you believe that harming animals is wrong, don't let people tell you it's insignificant, it's not important. Because if this is what you believe is right for you, then go for it. You know, even if people tell you like, oh yeah, once you turn vegan or vegetarian, you know, I don't know, you're not gonna have enough of vitamins and stuff like that. No, research that, but still go for it, because this is the case that is important for you. This is something that is important for you. This is what you believe is right. So stand up for whatever is right, for whatever you believe is right for you in this incarnation, because this is when you're gonna accumulate the good karma that is gonna serve you in your next incarnation. And once you know, once you actually do that, this is when you will be able to achieve this inner peace. There's no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully. So this is what I'm saying. This is the last incarnation for you to be going through difficulties. So don't worry about this kind of stuff. It has been, you know, difficult for you. It has been difficult for you, but this is the end of that negative cycle. This is the end of the problems, the troubles, the things that have been bothering you, these very difficult periods in your life, because this is for you to learn to also like stand up for yourself, stand up for your beliefs. This is so don't worry about it anymore, because everything is going to work out for you. You have been going through some battles. You have been going through the things that were not right. I'm getting that you have been winning some battles as well, but inside you knew that this wasn't right, and this was not really how you felt inside. Like, I don't know, I'm getting that for some of you, maybe you have gotten that promotion at work, but inside of you, you knew that this is not what your soul needed really, that this was not, maybe you have achieved it in a way that you're not like very proud of yourself. Maybe to get that promotion you have, I don't know, gone to your boss and told them something nasty about the other person who also wanted that promotion. So you have achieved your goals, but in not a very good way, and not in a very good light. So this has also like affecting your karma. So you need to remember that. Is there anything else I've got for you, group number 2? Well, I'm getting that this is the period of growth for you right now, that you'll start seeing the results of your actions, the very first results of your action. I don't know why for some of you I'm getting that it's gonna come very fast, but it's gonna be just one time thing, one off. You know, for some of you, you will need to wait a little bit more to get the better results, but let it not discourage you. Keep on going, keep on working on yourself, keep on working on standing up for whatever you feel is right, keep on working on achieving your inner balance as well. And you know, keep in mind once again that this is the last incarnation for you to be going through difficulties in your life, whatever is linked to, because there are different difficulties, you know, in life. For some of you it could be, I don't know, just you know, it could be affecting your love life, your family life, your work life, your health, you know, whatever it is. But I'm getting that, you know, it is the time for you to step up and stand up for yourself, your beliefs, and this is when it's gonna, you will literally see the change, and you'll literally see that you're going into a better direction. Alright, group number 2, this is all I've got for you. I told you this is going to be a short and sweet reading. So I hope you really like it. If you did, please don't forget to leave me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I post a new video every Friday. Also leave me a comment, tell me how it did resonate with you. I love reading your comments, guys. And thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Hello group number 3, I hope you're doing well. So let me remind you, in today's reading we're going to find out why have you incarnated on Earth at this time. This is going to be a very short and sweet reading. I'm saying that because I'm only using 2 decks of cards. However, it might go a little bit more in depth, but we'll see how is it gonna go. So once again, let me tell you, this is a general reading. Not every message is going to resonate with you, so take whatever does and just simply ignore the rest. Right, so we've got March. Fairness. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. Interesting. We've got Aphrodite, inner goddess. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. Okay, and we've got Artemis, guardian. You and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. And we've got the Ace of Cups in reverse. We've got the Ten of Wands in reverse, and we've got the Lovers. Okay, this is the group that honestly is the most puzzling for me right now, because the first group was very easy to read, second group very easy to read, the messages were coming through easily. For this group, you need to give me a second, sorry. What are we having here? Okay, the first thing I'm getting, it is not very linked to the messages I've read, but in every single of these cards here, we've got some kind of animal. We've got a white dove, it seems. On the Mart card, we've got the white dove. On the Aphrodite card, and we've got, what is it, like a stag? Or something like that on the Artemis card. So for some of you, I'm getting that your incarnation this time on Earth is very much linked sorry, to be working with animals, or maybe, I don't know why, but right now I've got a message saying shamanic journey. So if you're into this kind of things, if you're into like shamanic things, I'm getting bird totems, I'm getting animal totems, animal messengers right now. So once I'm getting all these messages, I know I'm on a good track. Sorry. This is something for you. This is what your destiny is linked with. Right now, I don't know, I'm getting a very strong messages that I didn't have at the beginning, but once I've noticed the animals on the cards, the messages started flowing. So like I was saying, your incarnation on Earth at this time, it is very much linked with the animals. It's very much linked with working with animals, if not physically working with animals or just caring for animals. It is something like shamanic journey. It is something like exploring the animal totems, the power animals. It could also be just like I was saying before, just a physical work with animals. Or it doesn't mean all of you have to go and study to be a vet. No, it could be just you know, going to the shelter, like animal shelter, once in a while, and help the animals over there, you know, walk the dogs. If you can donate money, or if you can donate items to the shelter, like, you know, blankets or like pet food or something like that, it is very important for your incarnation over here as well. I'm getting the messages. No, I'm literally when I'm saying I'm getting messages, this is what I'm getting. It's like the word messages from birds, messages from bird totems. So for a lot of you, your spirit animal, your power animal, your animal guide, however you want to call them, because we've got the different names for that, would be some kind of a bird. It doesn't have to be a dove, obviously, but it would be some kind of bird, and that is very important for your incarnation right now, because you will be getting, once you find out what that bird is, and once you find out what that totem is, you will be getting messages from the spirit of that animal, and they are going to be very clear and very visible for you. You might start seeing the birds that you have never seen before. I mean, it doesn't have to be like live, you know, but it could be just the images of some birds that are repeating themselves. There's like a synchronicity going on with them all the time. For example, I don't know, you randomly open a book and you see I don't know, a parrot, you know, like some kind of specific parrot, and then you go shopping and somewhere on the display there is like this plush toy of a parrot, you know, and things like that. So this kind of synchronicities I'm getting for a lot of you guys. But what else do we have here? What else do we have here? I'm really called to this inner goddess card with the Aphrodite that says, awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. So for some of you, the reason why you have incarnated on Earth on this time is to realize you're a divine being. You know, it doesn't matter whether you're a woman watching it, whether you're a man watching it, whether you're non-binary. It doesn't matter, you know, just appreciate and realize that you're a divine being no matter what. You know, you're a beautiful divine being, you're a beautiful divine soul that needs to take care of itself. You know, you need to take care of yourself in this body and in this incarnation right now. It is very important for your soul as well, believe me or not. But once you care for your body, you also care for your soul, because very often, I know it might sound very shallow, but if we look good, we feel good. I'm sorry, but this is how it is. You know, if you feel good with yourself, with how you look, if you are dressed in clean clothes, you know, if, I don't know, if you're just clean in general, when you've washed your hair, when you've taken a shower, you just feel much better about yourself. So I'm not talking about, I don't know, like spending thousands of pounds or dollars or euros or whatever you have, you know, on like going to the hairdresser, makeup artist, buying designers clothes and handbags or shoes or something like that. It's not just about that. It's just about keeping your body in a good state. You know, it could be just like I said, you know, just take a shower and put a body balm on your legs and you'll feel so much better about yourself. So this is something that you also need to remember about. What else am I getting? I'm also getting that this is the incarnation for you to finally let go of things that have been a burden for you in the previous lives. So everything that has been very difficult for you in your previous incarnation or incarnations, depending on where you actually are on your soul journey, has been lifted for you in this life, so you don't need to go through all these difficulties you had to go in your previous life. So you know, I would say appreciate that as well, because you know, there are people who are going through difficult things, and sometimes you might be feeling like you are so lucky in your life because everything is going so smooth for you. Like, you know, you think like, oh yeah, like I've gone through uni and it was so easy for me. I'm at the job I love and I'm getting promoted every, let's say, 2 years, and everything is just going so good for me. You know, I feel so lucky. Well, yeah, you should. I'm not saying that everything that I said just right now, you know, it's gonna go like that for you, but there are definitely some things in your life you can be very grateful for and you can feel like extremely lucky about. You know, it could be just one area of your life, or it could be all of them, when you feel like everything is so easy to achieve. Yes, that's because in your previous incarnation you have gone to the end of this, of carrying the burdens. So that is very, very important. Also, I'm getting that for this incarnation, it is the divine connection and the divine union that is highlighted for you. So maybe you've got a partner right now, or maybe you're single, but definitely a divine union with a very important soulmate is coming to you as well. I'm always calling a soulmate, even though soulmates can be our friends, can be our families, but also our partners. With the twin flame, I'm still kind of unsure about this term, but I always say ultimate soulmate, which is the person we are supposed to be with in the end. So our marriage and like long-lasting partnerships and stuff like that. So this is something for you as well. The last thing I'm getting for you, group number 3, is that in this incarnation also you will be given a lot of choices, and it is very important for you to follow your heart when it comes to making choices, and also try new things. So, you know, staying in your comfort zone in the old is good, but you know, we learn only when we go for the things that are new for us, and we don't know much about them yet. So this is all I've got for you, group number 3. I hope you did enjoy the small little reading. If you did, please don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I post new video every Friday. Also leave me a comment, tell me how it did resonate with you. I love reading your comments, guys, and thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.